You are currently in love with a ghost. You aren't dating the person standing in front of you. You are dating a high-definition 4K rendering of who you think they could become if they just tried a little harder. Every time they disappoint you, you don't walk away. Instead, you double down, whispering to yourself that they have so much potential, and once they finally wake up, they will be the partner you've always wanted. But here is the brutal, uncomfortable truth. Potential is a currency that never spends. You are trading your actual happiness today for a theoretical paycheck that will never clear. We live in a culture that worships the idea of the redemption arc. We see it in movies and social media, the person who changes, the growth, the magical transformation. Because of this, you've become a freelance life coach for someone who never actually hired you. You are suffering from project syndrome. You feel that if you just provide the right guidance, the right support, and enough patience, the version of them currently underperforming will finally be replaced by the genius, loving, or stable person you know is in there somewhere. Psychologically, this is known as the sunk cost fallacy. You have invested so much time and emotional labor into the potential that admitting it doesn't exist feels like admitting you wasted years of your life. So you stay, effectively setting yourself on fire to keep them warm, waiting for a metamorphosis that the other person isn't even trying to initiate. You need to understand that potential is not a personality trait. It is a possibility, and possibility is not a foundation. When you value someone's potential more than their current reality, you are essentially insulting who they are right now. You are telling them and yourself that they are not enough. It creates this toxic dynamic where you are constantly pushing for a future that doesn't exist, while they are perfectly fine living in a present that you can't stand. Stop being a curator of a museum for someone who refuses to be the art. You are a human being with a life, a purpose, and an energy that is being drained into a void that has no intention of filling up. Listen to me closely because you need to hear this. You are the lead character of your own story, not the supporting cast member in someone else's messy, unfinished draft. Your capacity to love is a gift, but your loyalty is an asset that should be earned, not squandered on what-ifs. You have a fire inside you that is too bright to be dimmed by someone who is still deciding if they even want to walk through the door. Stop waiting for them to catch up to your standard of living and your level of maturity. You don't need a project, you need a partner. You don't need to fix anyone, you need to find someone who is already moving in the same direction. It is time to stop shrinking yourself to fit into the gaps of their instability. Stand up, reclaim your standards, and realize that you are worth far more than the crumbs of someone's unfulfilled promise. Most people will keep hitting their head against this wall until they're exhausted, but there is a rare few who realize that walking away is the ultimate power move. Choosing yourself isn't selfish, it's the most rational decision you can make for your future. When you finally stop investing in the maybe, you suddenly find you have an infinite amount of resources to invest in the definitely, and that is exactly where your real life begins. If that realization felt like a weight lifting off your chest, you know exactly what the next right move is for your own growth. I'll catch you in the next frame.